Well, hi everybody.
Hello.
So I wanted to tell you guys, I was on the internet the other day and I was reading this article about how violent music can make people angry. Well, I see it different because I listen to country music all the time and I got no desire to marry my cousin or steal a truck. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. For over 200 years, my family has lived in this small hillbilly town called Thornhill, Tennessee. I got hillbilly blood running through my brains, as well as 2 pints of Old Smoky moonshine. And where I come from, if you're sitting shotgun, you're actually holding on to a shotgun. So I had a buddy of mine growing up. He was so proud. He was the first one in his family to go to college. And I'm so very proud too, because I was the first one in my family to go to the dentist. Well, I used to be called all kinds of names when I was younger. They, of course, called me Hillbilly and Hick and Country Bumpkin and Yokel and Redneck. And that was just my kindergarten teacher. Well, my dad is very strict about money. Anytime I lost a tooth, I get a note from the tooth fairy that said, "Get a job." Well, my dad is very old school. Had some old school sayings. He used to say stuff like, "Boy, you need to separate your needs from your wants in life. Boy, money doesn't grow on trees. Boy, we're going through some lean times. Everyone's got to pitch in around here." And he's always called me boy. Just the other day, I was talking to him on the phone. He's called me boy. I don't think he knows what my name is. Well, one thing about my daddy, he loved NASCAR, big NASCAR fan, and I grew up on NASCAR racing. And I consider myself a proud, die-hard NASCAR fan. And when you're around NASCAR that much, you learn what the real acronym of what NASCAR stands for. It stands for non-athletic sport centered around rednecks. Well, my people, hillbilly people, they're do-it-yourselfers and DIYers. My granddaddy and daddy always ingrained in me, if you want to get done right, you got to do it yourself. So I fixed a leak in my roof. I came out pretty good, no more leaks, and I built myself a fence. It turned out pretty good. I tried giving myself a vasectomy. That didn't turn out so good. Ouch, man. Almost lost the family jewels on that one. Well, I gotta mention my mama. She was very religious. And she'd have us kids pray before every meal. And we would pray that someone else would do the cooking. Well, my mama's granddaddy was had a little restaurant, and he was a moonshiner. He'd have the little restaurant in front, and had the moonshine making outside in the back. And my mama used to tell me the stories that customers would come in and ask my great-grandfather, "Will this moonshine get me drunk?" And my great-granddaddy would always say, "I don't know, but it's sure going to help you fire up the tractor in the morning." Well, nowadays, you know, there's so much going on in life. I've moved here to California. I live here now in California, and it's so different than rural Tennessee. Like in Tennessee, they don't need sobriety checkpoints. They got Waffle House parking lots. Yeah, if you can make it from your truck to the front door, you probably, without falling over, you'll probably make it home. And yoga's big here in California, and they got those positions like downward dog and child's pose. And well, a downward dog in rural Tennessee is one that has rabies. And I don't understand what's going on with the dogs here in California. Like where I come from, they go hunting and fishing with us all the time. Here they put them in strollers. Yeah, just the other day I saw a baby and a dog in the same stroller. And the dog looked more like the mother than the baby did. I couldn't tell which one they take to the vet. Well, went to the doctor the other day, and he was telling me I need to have less stress. I said, well, for starters, why don't you knock the bill in half? That might help. He said I need to cut back on alcohol, drinking. So I stopped drinking in his waiting room. He said I need to cut back on alcohol, fried foods, and caffeine. That's what I call a hillbilly breakfast. Well, I want to mention that my mom is no longer with us, and I still feel her spirit within me, and I think with her deep religious belief in God, it's kind of made me into a real spiritual man. Because in times of trouble, I reach for the spirits: Jack Daniel's whiskey, Jim Beam bourbon, and Old Smoky moonshine. Can I get an amen? Amen. Man, you guys sound just like my AA group. But you're better looking than they are. I gotta see them when I'm sober. They say it's a sign of alcoholism if you drink alone. I never do that. I got Alexa. So I've been binge watching this one TV show, and it's a reality TV show, and I don't know why I keep watching it. It's awful. It's terrible. It's about plastic surgery gone wrong. Yeah, it's called The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, it's really great chatting with you guys. My name is Tim Mann. Hope to see you again.